guys, this is Aromie here, and welcome back to our life. We are now officially in step 3, where we are going to be a direct love. Alright, we're going in there. Oh, I can change my appearance? Or is this Cove? Oh. 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 Oh, we should not. Okay. Cove no longer wears glasses. He also had LASIK surgery. Oh, he looks so good. Oh, I have a kryptonite to like guys with lots of accessories. Alright, change page. Oh wait, this is oh wait, these are cute. Oh, this is so cute. Okay, your bed hair can be like, wait, I kind of like that, and I'm just obsessed with you with that, so you're gonna be fine with that. Only his sim swimsuit is so cute. I can make it pink. I can make it pink. You're gonna have pink. Okay, done. Uh-oh. I didn't do his personality. It's fine. It's probably still sporty, athletic, whatever it was. Since you're romantically interested in Cove and are old enough to start being physically affectionate more seriously, you can choose what initiative level he has throughout step 3. Making sure the player experiences what they want is important in our life, but always putting your choice first can potentially make a relationship feel one-sided. So we've added some flexibility in how it works. Low initiative means that Cove will occasionally ask to touch the MC, and in those situations there will always be an opportunity to say yes or no. For example, he won't simply lean over and kiss the MC as a greeting or in an emotional moment. Every piece of physical interaction will be either initiated or approved by the player before it happens. So like consent. Middle initiative means there will be those certain times when Cove requests to touch the MC, many chances to initiate affection on your own, and also Cove will pretty regularly give affection automatically. One example would be giving the MC a kiss before he's happy or emotional or something else. And in other situations, you can choose not to make the first move in order to give Cove the space to be the one to act afterwards. Overall, Cove can get romantic, but the player's agency will take priority. Oh, high initiative includes everything middle does, but it also means that the player agency will be reduced to a degree in favor of having Cove give physical affection even more frequently and with less prompting. Instead of all the major affection giving situations being led by a choice menu for you to decide on, some will instead be replaced by Cove acting automatically. This level is only recommended if you're very comfortable with physical affection, and would prefer to simply see it happen rather than always holding the reins on it. Alright, we're going high initiative. However, this level is mostly relevant if Cove ends up as your official boyfriend at some point. High initiative. If he doesn't end up being my boyfriend, whatever. This is my life story, I guess. Situation where high level initiative makes a difference tend to come up in scenes that are exclusive to being in a relationship. Okay, Cove, let's date. Come on. The parts that are also included in the middle initiative would be seeing whether you're dating or not. Once you pick your level, it can't be changed later, so keep your full playthrough in mind when deciding. We hope you enjoy whichever initiative option you decide on. High initiative, no brainer. I don't want to take any command anymore. I've been doing it the whole time. Go ahead, Cove. You can do you. The starter classes ended the relaxed free days of summer. It didn't take long for you to get back into the swing of the school year routine. Schedules and homework became the new normal. Derek wasn't around nearly as much. With school and after-school activities, there weren't many opportunities for him to take the trip out to your neighborhood. Sometimes you'd hear that he was at a training camp or something like that, but you weren't always sure what he was up to. But you still kept in touch over the phone as best as you could. You kind of lost contact as time went on. No! I want to keep contact. The Jeremy kid did disappear after the summer, and no one ever heard from him again. Where he went or what he might be up to was a mystery. You saw more of Miranda around. Since you had hung out with her on her birthday, she had opened up to you. The two of you talked regularly. She was the same towards Cove. Whoa, about to fight. After a while, all three of you developed a real friendship together. About to fight. I'm kidding. More summers came and went like the waves on the shore, coming in and out. In your second year of high school, someone new started to visit Sunset Bird, a sunny girl named Terry Brooke. She was a friend of Cove, made due to them being both ocean obsessed. Yo, do I have competition? I had too much competition now. Terry was more than glad to be friend to you too. Someone close to Ko had to be good company, she felt. You were pleased to get along with her as well. Funnily enough, Terry was also extremely tight with Miranda, who she had known for even longer than Cove. The four of you were able to create a small friend circle. Yo, Cove is having his own harem right now. What the fuck? As for your home life, the Melodies also had developments. Changing laws and public perception countrywide made it possible for your moms to openly wear their wedding rings without questions. Nice! Though they had a wedding years ago, it was only recently that the union was officially recognized everywhere in the US. That was a good day, to say the least. Elizabeth came into her own and stopped being quite as irritable. She no longer worried about perceived childishness as she grew up for real. She didn't even mind being called Lizzie again, although most people used Liz. She eventually graduated high school and moved out to attend college in another state. Holy fuck. It was a lot for you to adjust to your older sister being gone. Liz never let you forget her role in your life, though, and kept in touch. Ko's relationship with his family improved over the years. Kyra visited several times after that summer, and things became easier between the two. He was also closer with his dad than ever before. You knew they talked more, and that helped prevent a lot of friction before it could start. And Cove only continued to open up to his parents and the rest of the world. He was so bright, he shone. He would willingly join conversations, make jokes, and wow, he's such an extrovert! Put in an effort not to use overly blunt phrasing. Outdoor and physical activities still had his heart and his body. Okay, got me an athletic boy. By this point, he had developed real skill. Many people thought he had what it took to become a pro. Wow. Things had shifted between you and Cove. You had been friends for years, but the closer you became, the more you felt for him. Which I think is common, you know? I feel like it would be common. Never had a childhood friend, so I can't relate. After all this time, he wasn't just your neighbor. He wasn't only your friend, or even a guy you were interested in. Whoa. You were in love with him. You loved Cove. You knew that fact for certain. There was no one else you held those feelings for. I mean, I have no other options. Like, Derek was just a summer thing. He was there for the summer. I'm still keeping contact with him, though. It was strange to look back on it all. The future faded into your present, and then it was simply the past. Even the most fundamental parts of your life couldn't last forever. You felt that the most poignantly the day you inevitably graduated high school. It was over, and you would not be going back ever again. From now on, what came next was your choice. You would be directing your own life. That was where you were currently. The summer after school had ended, the first summer of true freedom. So this is like summer senior year, like the graduation year. What used to be a reprieve from the typical is now going to be your first step into adulthood. Wow, I'm an adult now. One fine summer morning, you took in what had become a very special scene, the whole family having a meal together. Oh, Elizabeth, you're looking beautiful. Do you still have fruits on you? No, you have florals now. Your big sister Liz still hadn't lived at home full time for a couple of years, but she arrived last week to spend the season here since it was a bit off semester for her. She wanted to make sure she was in town because you had now also graduated high school, so who knew much rarer these moments would become in the future. You watched on as Liz laughed good-naturedly over a comment Mom made. Her Elizabeth-only mindset had only been a phase. Nearly any nickname was welcomed at this point in her life. Strangely, even though she moved away, you'd lately felt closer to her than you had in a long time. You idly scooped up more of your breakfast and chewed absentmindedly. You're a vegetarian, you're a vegan, you're a pescatarian, you're a pollotarian, you're a picky eater, you generally eat whatever. I was gonna say I don't know what pescatarians only eat fish, right? Or do they not eat fish? Well, I eat whatever, so I'm gonna just choose that. But I love how they're so inclusive with all these different options, so thank you, GB Patch Games. And the meal you had reflected that. It included just about everything your moms had made, though you often made your own food nowadays. While Liz around, though, your parents made even more options than usual. Your sister had been a vegetarian for a while, and they wanted to make sure she had choices too. Oh, that's so nice of them. Oh, look at our parents, they're getting so old with their eye wrinkles. No! It has to happen, though. Oh, the ring! Conversation had gone idly without you fully taking in the words until your ears were piqued when Mom started on a bit of town gossip. And so that's how I heard the news. Alright, now stop bearing the lead and tell us, what is this so-called news? Yo, look at her sister! She's so pretty! Ma giggled as she cast a look across the table, satisfied that she had everyone's attention. Well, it turns out the Donalds won't be renting out the condo up the street as per Sunset Bird tradition, for the first time in what must be nearly 2 decades. What? Won't be renting out the condo up to the street as... What the fuck? What are they doing? A chorus of gasp and shocked expressions were had all around. After the initial shock, your eyebrows pinched. Mom may consider them by name, but you and Liz always viewed them exclusively as a mean old couple. Oh! Mean old couple who would yell at anyone under 25 who crossed their paths. Oh, they would still yell at me then. They would still fucking yell at me then. Your mom continue on with the story, spreading strawberry jam over a piece of toast as she did so. They decided not to take big trips anymore. Friends and family will be visiting them at their home. That's nice for them then. Have a good summer means grandparents with no grandkids away from us. That's a relief. It's kind of sad they can't travel anymore. I hope they're still okay even if they are mean. My thoughts exactly, Liz. Finally, they can piss off. No, I hope they're still okay even if they are mean. They've had a very full life. It's nothing to sneeze at. And you be nice, Liz. You don't want to end up like them, do you? You and your sister cracked smiles at the joke. Well, at least they won't be here to yell at my children anymore. And that blunt comment got laughter from all three of you. Engrossed in conversation once more, you continued to chat with your family until the meal was over. Oh? Step 3, third time's charm. Third time's charm! Time for our romance, right? As it went, once the food was eaten, the cleanup had to be done. Liz took the role of washing the dishes and passed them to you for drying and putting away. You had a set of cups in front of you that needed to go on the top shelf of the cabinet. It was effortless to do. You're very tall. The task was pretty straightforward for you. You were tall. You had to stretch, but it was doable. Your average height. It was a struggle to get them without a stepping stool. You were short. A stepping stool was mandatory for you. You were very short. What's average height for girls? Actually, I'm pretty sure I'm fucking close. About to Google it real fast. 5'4" is the average height for girls. I'm 5 foot. So that's not fuck. Technically, I'm not average height then, fam. Alright, I'm still short as fuck. That was simply your lot in life. You'd always been vertically challenged. You felt great about how things were. You hoped you might still grow more. You wish you had stopped growing earlier. You didn't think much about it. You didn't even know what to think about it. Well, I mean, at least I'm at least 5 foot, so I'm fine. You used to not like your height when you were younger, but you come into your own about it over the years. Liz shook out of your eternal musing by starting up an impromptu conversation. She seemed to be voicing the thoughts that had been buzzing around her own head. I have to say, going back for another semester this fall is pretty intimidating. You'd think after the first year or two I'd have a handle on things, but no. You stole a glance at her, still placing cups in the proper place. I guess it's only fair. My first round was pretty general classes, and year 1 of my architecture major was the basics. Oh, she's in architecture? Is she gonna build her own house? Now it feels serious. I have to actually know some things. The laugh she gave was flippantly airy, but the way she scrubbed at the plates held more force than necessary. I know you can handle it. I think it's really cool you want to be an architect. That does sound hard. You simply shrugged me to listen to her venting. No, I think it's really cool. Don't be too impressed yet. Wait to see if it actually happens, but thanks. Your older sister's mouth quirked into a small smile. It'll be fine, one way or another. Oh, but I'm not trying to scare you away from college, if that's even your plan. What's going on with that anyway? You've had a solid plan set for a long time. You came to a firm conclusion recently. You had kind of a general idea. You had absolutely no idea. You hadn't even let yourself think about it. It was too much. I have no idea. I've never went to college because I didn't know what major to go to, and I didn't want to get student loans and be in a major I didn't like, so I have no idea. He answered the question as much as you were able to and willing to. Liz's smile grew more reassuring as you did. You made it through 12 years of full-time education already. You've got plenty going for you. Sometimes it still felt hard to believe your public schooling experience was over, and in the end, You had to graduate at the top of your class. You soared through with high marks. You had to work extremely hard, but were rewarded great grades. You had an average graduate. You struggled to reach your benchmarks, but made it. You didn't try hard, but made it regardless. I had A, B, so I mean, not top. You had to work extremely hard. No. I had average graduate. You were going to miss it. You felt satisfied leaving off there, and you wish it could have gone better. You were just glad it was truly behind you. Good riddance, high school. You passed. It was fine, and now you could do what you wanted with your time. Liz picked up on the sounds her question ended up creating. She decided it was time to make a closing statement on the topic.
You're a good girl.
Oh, thanks, Liz. You're a good girl, Michiko. Do what's best for you, and we'll be here to back it up. Thanks. You're a good big sister. At that, Liz happily passed the final dish your way. She waved a soapy-soaked hand as farewell and moved on to her next task for the cleanup job. But this is where we are going to stop for today. I'm very excited to see Cove and how he will be introduced into step 3. So thank you guys for watching. Stay beautiful, and I'll see you guys in the next one.